Hello. Hello, anti-society. Hello. I am abnormally excited for this episode. Not gonna lie, it like hit me how excited I am for this, and I'm just telling Discord what's up. Um, and it just like hit me right before this just how excited I am about the whole watching these episodes. Hi, Oscar. I'm like, my heart rate is already like really fast because I'm so excited about. I'm like, obviously a little bit nervous. Like, I feel like this is going to be a little bit emotionally heavy, but I also feel like it's going to be amazing. Oscar, don't even troll me over here, okay? I'm an emotional person and you can't use Hanataro like that, okay? Not my sweet little bean, okay? You can't. Hi, Debbie. Especially since, like, okay, I feel like this episode, at least the next one, probably 155 too, are gonna be emotional for me. So, yes, Oscar, Oscar, I have Totoro here. With it, I'm gonna make sure that I have Totoro for this one. I have tissues within reach. I don't know how emotional this is gonna be, but it's gonna be emotional. Hi, Hagosha. Good morning. Or maybe it's not morning for you. It's morning for me. Barely. You guys. I'm like excited and not. I'm excited for the fight. I'm excited to figure out what's happening. Like, is it actually Kaien or is it a lookalike to Kaien? I have a lot of things. Blur, don't even say things like that. It's gonna make me panic. Don't say such things. And I don't even know if I trust them if they told me anything because they've been trolling me over on Discord. So I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know what to trust. It's 9 a.m. Hagosha? Good morning then. Way to start the morning. I mean, I might be like a little bit too, I don't know, energetic. I'm a morning person, so like I'm kind of annoying in the morning anyway, but for whatever reason, I am like, I don't know, energetic today. I don't know what that means. I'm usually exhausted just 24/7. So I'm sure that like I want you guys to like remember where I'm at now though, where I'm like energetic and smiley and like, yeah, I'm so excited to watch these episodes because I feel like as soon as I get to the end of 154, it'll be an entirely different entirely different atmosphere how I'm feeling. You got good at pretending to be a morning person. I just am. Me and my dad, we're both like morning people. Like we're up at like the crack of dawn kind of people. And then like my mom and my brother, they're really not. Like they're night owls, 100%. So they're just like mad to be awake in the morning. And then there's like my dad and me who are like singing and just like being like, "Hello, good morning. How are you?" And our family's just like, "Please stop. Please don't be that person." I'm the main villain. I mean, fix his glasses. I mean, look. We've been over the whole thing where people just assume that I'm Aizen's daughter, right? he doesn't tell me everything, you know? Anti-stripper antagonist. I'd be an awful villain. I am too compassionate. I mean I tend to empathize with villains. I think sometimes why like some of my favorite characters are villains is not so much that they're villains, but because I can empathize with them. I'm just like, well, you don't know his story. It's really sad. And then people are like, yeah, they also like hurt a lot of people and were trying to take over the world. And I'm like, yeah, but their childhood. I'll remove my glasses. I remove my glasses like every video I make. Except lives because I can't read without my glasses. I think I would be a worse villain if I took off my glasses because I couldn't see anything. You'd all just be blurs. Maybe that would be like part of it though. I couldn't empathize with people I can't see. Maybe that is my plan all along. I'm like legitimately too excited for these episodes. Probably because like I also suspect that it's about to crush my soul. So I mean, I will probably try to empathize with people. Yeah, no, I said blurs and then my brain was like, wait. Like I got it after I said it. Yeah, I was like, unintentional. Sometimes I make bad puns unintentionally. It just happens. Good point, Oscar. If I take off my glasses, how am I supposed to see Sado? Not worth it. Gotta see my sweet boy. Just have to. Are we gonna see his fight? You don't have to tell me. I'm just being excited about the possibility that we get to actually see his fight. Because we've only seen like little snippets of Sado. Oscar. Also, hi Victor. I saw your comment, but I didn't say hello. Hello. I need to contain my excitement and accept that this might crush my soul. Like, I don't know if this is just. I really want to know if this is like actually Kaien, like it's actually him, or if it's like meant to look like him, if it's a reincarnation, because I don't really know how much time passed between, Kaien's death and like now. I was thinking about this earlier and I'm like, what about Ganju? I'm like, I know he's not here. We haven't seen him in a while, but like what if he has to face an Arrancar that looks like his brother? How messed up is that? Don't tell me if it actually happens. But if it does, I'm gonna be so mad at Aizen because like how dare he? And I thought of it because we were talking in the Discord about like favorite characters and stuff, and I was like, I actually miss Ganju more than I thought I would. I miss having him around. What's the scariest anime I've watched? I don't know because I don't find anime that scary. Like I find horror anime is like really hard to get right because I can't take it seriously. Because it's a cartoon. But I think the scariest one would be Higurashi because it plays off of the fact that it's like cute anime girls. But then they're not. I haven't finished watching the like semi reboot, semi sequel that happened recently. But also Madoka Magica is remarkably terrifying. In like for a magical girl anime, which is like the point. But like it for like the cutesy style of it, it has some really scary moments in it. Hello, Manaham. Hello. Yeah, horror anime doesn't really get to me. I don't do horror movies. For those who don't know, I don't do them because I don't do well with like gore in like a realistic setting. So if it's like a live action movie, I don't do well with gore very well. I mean, you guys have seen me watching anime. I don't do great with gore in general. Um, but like I really don't if it's like supposed to be like realistic. And then I don't do jump scares. I'm a very jumpy person and I will panic at jump scares happening. So I don't do horror movies, so I don't seek out horror in general, like whether it's books or movies or TV shows. So I don't know a lot of like anime that's meant to be scary. Steampunk or cyberpunk? We talked about this in Discord. I've voiced my my opinions on that one. I love steampunk stories. Like I love stories that are in a steampunk setting, but I feel like visually I really like cyberpunk. I feel like that happens a lot with me anyway. Like if I'm going to read a story, I tend to like fantasy. I tend to gravitate towards like fantasy novels. But then if I'm watching like a movie or a TV show, I tend to watch sci-fi. I think it's an aesthetics thing. Um how about body horror? 100 Blades, no. Mm-mm. I don't do well with that. I have a fear of like hospitals and like medical doctors and stuff. So, no. I've already accepted that I will like have like some curable disease and I'll just like waste away from it because I'm like, nope, not going in, not going to a hospital. Hi, Matt. See, I feel like because anime, when it's like gore or horror or whatever, I feel like I could turn off the part of my brain. Like it's easy to convince myself that it's not real because it's a cartoon, like it's animated. Whereas, like, when it's meant to look realistic, it takes more energy for me to be like, this isn't real. I don't know. I don't try to like make sense of my brain, it does what it wants. Um, what is that one? I guess it's like a psychological, more like a psychological horror than anything else. Gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but the one where there's like the kid who's like on the skateboard and he has like the baseball bat that he like attacks people with, but it's like an urban legend or whatever. And then people like become this kid that like hurts people. I don't remember what that one was called, but I watched that one too, which was trippy. Yes, the live action Bleach, which I will get to eventually. I don't know when. I am working out plans for that. Paranoia Agent. That one. Thank you, 100 Blades. Paranoia Agent. I watched that one. That one was trippy. Jinta's adventure. I mean, Jinta does have the bat, doesn't he? Maybe that's also part of the reason why I don't like him. Maybe it's like a residual thing in my brain. Anyway, guys, we've chatted. People are here. Let's watch episode 154 because I need to know what happens. I've been waiting to be able to know what happens. I'm too excited. I'm too excited and like somewhat ready. Oscar. I don't actually know if my headphones will connect. see. We'll see. Moment of truth. Yay. From Australia. Hi. I want to go to Australia so badly. Never been though. Hello. Let's go to 1K. Oh my gosh, we're so far from 1K. But we're almost at 400. That's crazy to me. Like, we're getting there. Okay, everyone have episode 154. Oscar, looking at you. We all know what you're like. Okay. Oh, I'm excited and I'm nervous and stalling a little bit. Okay. In three, two, one, go. Time for the headbanging part of watching Bleach. This song is like too hype for me too. I'm getting Totoro now. Like Totoro, I have tissues. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm ready. I got my tea in case we're doing a tea party thing again with Aizen. It's such a good OP. Like Asian Kung Fu Generation always, always does the best OPs. I love their music. I actually knew this song like before because I listened to so much Asian Kung Fu Generation. Ugh. Okay, okay, we're gonna replay stuff, right? We're gonna be like, here's the recap, here's the devastation of the whole Kaien incident. I do cry easily, Victor. There's been multiple occasions on Bleach that I've cried. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, I think I cried like episode 3. Like, we've been crying at Bleach for a while. Ooh, he's got someone who is also close combat that he's fighting. Hello, Sado. Don't fall. Ooh. I don't like you. You're not allowed to hurt my sweet boy. It's not allowed. Everyone's talking about tears, and I'm like, ugh. I just cried while watching Ergo Proxy, like the last episode that I watched of it. I'm not ready for more tears. Hi, VR Games. We just started. We just got past the recap. You know what? The thing is, though, if Bleach makes me cry, it's just because I care, right? Like, they make me care. So, I blame good writing for making me emotional. Also, the weird voice changer thing freaks me out. There's something like almost dreamlike in this whole sequence between like the like white buildings with the sky and the like changing of the voices and stuff. VR, we've already been over this. Don't troll me. How many times have I cried? I don't know. At least three? I cried with Orihime's backstory with her brother. I cried with Sado and the little like the bird spirit little boy. I cried with Renji's fight against Byakuya. Um I probably cried other times, but those are the big three. I cried during the movie. We watched the first film on Discord, um, with Blur Nation. I cried. So at least four times. Probably more, and I'm just not remembering. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Does he recognize her? Because if it is Kaien, then wouldn't he recognize Rukia? Oh, look how distraught she looks. Victor probably. I've cried a lot during Bleach. I just accepted that I'm an emotional person. He does recognize her. Oh my god. I mean, but you're not like Kaien anymore. It's almost worse that he's like very Kaien in his personality because she has to fight him. See, this is what I was saying before though. I was like, maybe it's not actually when she saw like the blue sky, I was like, maybe it's not actually there. Like, what if it's all just like a psychological thing? So what if it's like not actually someone who looks like Kaya, like actually like physically, but is just like projecting that image because it's something that'll mess with her head. Because obviously this isn't like where they were before, but he seems to have memories of Kaien's. Either way, it's messed up. Having her have to fight someone who looks like Kaien, or Kaien himself, messed up. Either way you look at it. I also don't trust him. This is like a sweet moment, and I'm like, it's gonna be ruined by violence. Oh, secret compartment. Or possibly like a storage facility of some kind. Are we just having a talk? Yes, I remember that. Oh, I never would have thought either, Rukia. Don't take that the wrong way. It probably was Aizen's plan, getting Kaien on his side. Oh, really? Yes. Interesting. Oh, fair enough. I still don't know if I trust him though. Like I feel like Rukia is so ready to trust him. See, little smirk? What did I say about this moment being ruined by violence? Rukia! Ooh, what's that? Gin. Ooh, yes. VR. Post panels. They always look really cool. Don't take it personal, Gin. He's not friendly with anybody. Of course he is. Of course he's redirecting people. Never trust Gin. Oh, Rukia. He's Kaya, but he isn't. Well, she's been through a lot. That is a good question. Yeah, that is also true. He probably didn't take that super well from like a hollow perspective. Don't make her feel guilty about killing you though. She already has to deal with the guilt of that. She like just was trying to move past it. The whole Soul Society, the end of that arc. You had better win this fight. Do not give up, Rukia. Do not give in. Girl, you better fight your way out of this. That's true. Stay focused. You are here with a plan and a reason. Well, not really a plan, but a reason. Who are you? That seems ominous too. I'm getting bad manipulative vibes, and I don't love it. Like, I feel like he's definitely gonna try to use her for his own gain. What I just say. She won't do it though, because as guilty as she feels, she could never do that to her friends. She cares too much about them. She's gonna fight him now. Yeah, I agree with VR games of her being like, yes, I will atone for the thing that I did because I did it and I am guilty, but not right now, is like such a Rukia thing to do. I feel like, she has so much honor and stuff that she definitely would have like come back and been like, yeah, you can take my life, but I have to save my friends first. Yes, see through it. He's not the Kaien you knew. Ooh, the fight music's coming in. Oh, don't cry though. Oh, they're gonna have to fight. Come on, Rukia. You got this. I believe in you. Fast. She's learned a lot of new stuff now, though. She's not the same girl she was back when Kaien was, training her and stuff, so I'm sure she'll manage to surprise him. He's also not the same person, though, so I'm sure he can also surprise her. Yeah, I agree. Uh, Hagosha, like, um, the little clip of Renji, like, sensing that Rukia was, like, getting serious in a fight. That's a good one. Like, even Renji is like, oh, oh no. Ooh, dang. It's cool. She'll figure it out. She's a little emotional right now, a little bit rageful, but she'll figure it out. Ugh. I believe in her though. She'll figure it out. She'll figure out something. Especially since she's got like a bunch of new abilities and stuff. Like she's been training. She's been meeting new people, training with new stuff. She's not the same girl she was before. I'm so proud of her for like seeing through all of the like deception though. Of her just being like, I can't see him as Kaien anymore. Like I have to separate the two. Like I've been like, yeah, Kaien's dead. This is somebody else who might look like him, but it's not him. VR games. Yes. The Ichi Ruki that I apparently don't support. You can ship whoever you want. Just do it respectfully. I don't care. Ugh, I want preview. Even though we're about to watch the episode, but still. And then she's still like dealing with the chaos. Ichigo. I wonder if Ichigo sensed the change in Rukia's spirit pressure too. So they're like temporary captains. Yeah, good point. I assume it is more work to be a captain. Oh, Titan sized teacup returns. It's true. I do like my giant mug of tea. Hmm? I do have a new mug coming that's smaller. It's like a normal person size, but it hasn't arrived yet. I have normal mugs anyway, but I always use the giant one because I have a tea problem. Don't bring Hanatoro into this, okay? You're gonna freak out the people that weren't part of the discussion in the Discord. Don't troll. Oh, I feel that, guys, that was intense. Like, just the different layers of like manipulation that were happening there, of just like, because the fact that like he is like the hollow that was in Kaien, like the fact that he has all of the memories means that like he can play off a lot of stuff. Like it's really easy for him to manipulate Rukia and like get her to question herself and her decisions and stuff. So like the whole thing of just her being like, I'm gonna like I do deserve to, like I should give up my life because of how I, how I killed Kaien and stuff. Like I am guilty of that, is like such a Rukia thing for her to do, but it's also like heartbreaking because I know that she'll like probably always feel guilty about it, but I also really want her to just like be able to move on and like live her life and stuff, but it probably won't happen. Like I think it'll always be something that affects her. It's all part of Gien's master plan 100 Blades. I think it's all part of Aizen's. Like the fact that he had the whole thing of like when the hollow was destroyed or whatever, it got sent back and like reformed or whatever. Like that's such an Aizen thing to be like have that kind of like incentive. And I feel like that he probably was like, what a wonderful turn of events that it was like this hollow infected Kaien and I can use that. Like because now I have an espada that looks like Kaien. I'm gonna use that. Like I'm gonna be able to utilize that to the best of my abilities because he's always steps ahead. He's always thinking about stuff that's gonna come up later. Gein's still I mean Gein is a bit of a troll, isn't he? Like switching all of the paths and stuff. Where he was like controlling where people are gonna end up and who they're gonna encounter and stuff. Oh, I should keep an eye out for world building. I do love world building in the next episode. I always like some good world building. I'm just like still upset about someone trying to manipulate Rukia, but she didn't fall for it. Thank goodness. This wasn't like in like Soul Society where she was like she really like resigned herself to like her sentence and like being executed and stuff. Like even this where she was like, yeah, if I like if I was actually encountering Kaien again, I deserve to like give my life for that because I did kill him. But like her being like, you're not actually Kaien though, so like that's not, she's not like giving up, she's not resigning herself to that. Like even before she was like, I can't die now because I have to help Orihime, like I have to help my friend. But like I feel like even after that, she's not going to have that same thought because she doesn't see him as actually Kaien anymore. And like, good for her. Growth. We love character growth. Oh, Senna. Yes, the Kaien being Ichigo. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, right? Because if it isn't actually Kaien's soul, because like if it's the hollow that like has the like memories of Kaien, like probably from when they like fused together, Kaien's soul might still be like out there and reincarnating and stuff. Oscar, are you trying to start a fight in the chat? Bringing up ships. That's always the most controversial thing in like every fandom. I was gonna say anime, and then I was like, nah, every fandom has controversy around ships. Okay. Are we are we ready for episode 155? I don't know if I am. We're gonna get right into the real fight this time. I don't know if I'm ready. Yeah, Sen Ali, I don't think he's really Kaien in the same sense. I feel like I mean maybe it is. I because the hollow itself has like its own like soul, right? So like there would be like this whole the soul of the hollow and then the soul of Kaien that were like together in the same body that like got destroyed. Um so like I feel like there's two souls, right? And why would they be intertwined still even after death? Like I feel like they'd be separated, right? So I feel like Kaien's soul is somewhere else. And then there's like the hollow that just like has the memories of when it was in Kaien's body. I don't know. I'm hoping for that because I would like for Kaien to like be able to go on to the afterlife and being reincarnated and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm hoping for. Oscar trying to lure out the Ichiruki shippers, the controversial ones. You're allowed to ship whoever you want with respect. I don't care. Especially if it's fictional characters. I find shipping real people makes me really uncomfortable because I'm like, they're actual human beings who can like make their own decisions and like it's weird, I feel, to like pretend that you know them well enough to have some control over their romantic life. But when it's fictional characters, I'm like, go nuts. Like ship whoever you want. Okay, let's watch episode 155 and hopefully we'll be fine. I don't think we will, but we'll be okay. Yeah, Hagosha, shipping real people freaks me out, but okay. Episode 155 in three, two, one, go. Ooh, I'm like nervous because this is gonna be like the real fight, you know? I also like kind of don't want Rukia to like actually like kill this is Spada though. The Ero? Is that his name? Um, I don't want her to actually like kill him though, because I feel like that would mess her up too. Because it would be like killing Kaien again in her brain. I don't really know how I want this fight to like turn out. Is what I'm trying to get at. I'm like, I don't know if there's a way for this to end well. At least not for Rukia. Okay. Deep breath. Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't like the opener, AB? That's fine. I like it. So far, it's my favorite, but I'm also biased because I like the band. I don't know. I don't think about it. Like, I don't think the opening has like my favorite like animation. Like visually, I don't know if it's my favorite opening, but the song is. I wonder if he actually does have plans though to like surpass Aizen, or if that was just a way of like trying to convince her to help him. It isn't a small price to pay though. She cares a lot about her friends. I feel like she's not as isolated now too. Like I feel like when Kaien knew her, she was really isolated. Like she didn't fit in with her family, she didn't fit in with the squad, she didn't fit in with Soul Society in general. Whereas like now she belongs more. So she has like more of a connection with her friends and her family. So she's not willing to just like give up that for the sake of Kaien like maybe she would have at another point in her life. Yeah, that's okay. Stay focused. Because I feel like Reggie's gonna have to fight somebody soon too. Aw, don't say it. Don't bring his face into this. Ugh, beat him up, Rukia. Ooh, hey. I don't like that he's laughing gleefully while trying to stab her. He's got some crazy eyes going on. Usually doesn't end well. Oh, I agree, VR games. He's definitely messing with her. Like, I feel like he isn't fully fighting yet. He's just playing around. Yeah, did we ever find out what happened to, Pesci? Pesce? Where he ended up when he got separated from the group? Come on, Rukia. Make him have a bad day. Wait, no one's shouting out Boa Boa in the chat, and I would like to shout out Boa Boa for candidate as of best boy. Don't get distracted. I know you want to help your friends. You can't. Stay focused. Well, I mean, they're basically a spada. Well, I mean, Ichigo like kind of defeated him. He also kind of got defeated by the like hit squad. Definitely trying to mess with their head. Stay focused. He's trying to distract you. Divide your attention. Ooh, that's a cool power use of it. Ooh, he looked a little taken aback by that one. Ooh. See, like he's not like even breaking a sweat, and she's like looking a little rough. So I'm a little bit nervous. Uh-oh. Are we releasing some Zanpakutos? Cause things are getting serious. That's what we're doing. Ooh, is it like a Triton? Okay, that's kind of cool. Ooh, does he have like a water type of ability? And she's ice. That's kind of cool. He's like effortlessly fighting her too right here. Come on, Rukia, turn it around. I believe in you. Water can't be that great against someone who uses ice though, right? There's gotta be like a utilize that weakness there, right? I got me. Oh, see, that's cool. I don't want to respect your power, but that's cool. But he's not. Don't let it get in your head. He's not Kaien. Mm-hmm. I agree. That seems bad. Kaien the waterbender. That's an interesting question though. What which one of the what benders are you guys? I'm an earthbender. Aw, poor Nell. Aw. Nell is so dramatic. Yeah, give her a piggyback. Ichigo, you gotta. Just the living that single parent vibe. You gotta just sometimes you just gotta give the kid what they want. It's easier. What are we gonna do now? Good, good, good plan. Cool observation, AB, of their outfits um being similar. Like the Espada outfit and the and Ichigo's Bankai outfit. They do have some similarities, don't they? I also think like going against the convention of like adversaries wear black and heroes wear white, where instead like Soul Reapers tend to have the black outfits and then the Espada and the other Arrancar have the white outfits. Because it like it already puts into question like your conception of like what is good and what is bad, right? It's true. Why did he want to fight you here instead of outside? I agree. Find the weakness. Ooh, are we holding him in place? We're gonna knock him outside to see what happens. Why he doesn't want to be in the sunlight so badly? Ooh, why? Why are we having a vampire moment? Hello? What, why, why? Uh, Come again? So that's why the two voices. So I was right when I was like, what if it's all an illusion? So were they just using Kaien's face then? How did they get the memories though? And she got her Zanbakuto back, so oh, she's got serious face now. Now she believes it though. Why not? Why the sun? Ugh. Oh, that's just gross. So like maybe it is Kaien, but it's the two souls, right? Because there's kind of like the two heads. So like one is the hollow and one is Kaien, like trapped together. Really? Interesting. I guess that's true. It was like a lower class hollow that he was fused with. If it is Kaien, I'm confused again. Just wait for what? Ramiro. Oh no. So he absorbs people's power? Okay, but the whole like he devours people's power thing, didn't we see Nell do the same thing? I'm just saying. In a less creepy way, though. Oh dang. Are we are we transforming? Oh. True. Nell eats power. She has Kirby power and he absorbs it. It also seems like Nell's is like temporary. Like she can absorb it and then she has to use it and then it's gone. Whereas like this is like actually absorbing the power. What even is that? We're ending the episode there with the weird octopus thing? We have a new ender though. I have so many questions. Bleach keeps ending on cliffhangers like that. And I'm like, I'm even watching 2 episodes at a time, and I'm still getting frustrated with the cliffhangers. And I'm like, I wonder why sunlight, though. Unless they explained it and I missed it. In which case I apologize. But like hollows don't get affected by sunlight. Unless it's like specifically to that hollow before it like became an Arrancar. Because hollows kind of they have like different powers and abilities and stuff depending on which hollow it is. I feel like this is a really mellow song to be ending on, considering everything that's been going on. Like it's just like look at them all happy and together, and I'm like, but aw, look at him shaking. He's trying to help. So we're gonna go back to Ishida's story. Yes, I remember the little lizard. Blah blah. Ooh. Oh. Blah blah. Yeah. Okay, Oscar. It's not as bad as Happy People. So that song like messed me up because I was like crying during Soul Society arc, and then it was just like it would end with Happy People. Yeah, I get that. Um, Hagosha of like it being like dark all the time. So like maybe that's part of it. I feel like it's probably like a because I was thinking about it when I was like, why sunlight? And then I was like, well, we only actually saw the hollow before when it was like infecting people, possessing people or whatever. We only saw it at night, I think. Maybe not with Kaien's wife, but I feel like we only saw it at night. So, and even then, like maybe it likes to hide inside of people's like bodies as like a way of escaping the sunlight. But we only saw it in like its actual like form at nighttime, I think, if I remember correctly. So like it might just be that a allergy to sunlight is like specific to that hollow. Yes, the Shiba is an elemental clan, right? We had like fire with the sister, and then I guess Ganju is like kind of earth because he turns things into like sand and stuff. And then Kai and water. Who's air then? Is there another one I don't know about? That's true, 200 blades. Rukia is the only one that's actually fighting a Spada, like one of the top 10, one with a number. I guess they all have numbers, but like one with like a 1 to 10 number as opposed to um the other ones that are fighting like the 3-digit X espada. Uh yes. Who for a second there I was like, am I using the right terminology? Yes, I am. There are too many terms now, titles for people. I can't keep up. Oh, is it? Is the aversion to sunlight a thing specifically for Arenero? The Expada. 100 planes. Drinking. Oh, was it? Could you hear me drinking tea? I apologize. Yeah, that's true, AB. Like, I feel like it's also like a theme of like the fact that in the dark, he can be anyone he like. He can be someone he's not. He can look like someone he isn't actually. Whereas like in the light, he can't like hold on to that power. Is like an interesting theme of like literally if you like shine a light on him, he'll like lose that kind of facade. What do I think Aizen creating the fake sky says? I mean, I feel like it's like him like taking ownership of a world, like the fact that he can shape it to whatever he wants and like make it his own, like the fact that his presence changes the very like nature of where he finds himself. So I think that's probably what I take away from it. It's him playing God, is why he has this, sky that he's created. And he's like bringing light to this place too, right? Which is like, again, when I was talking about of like, we kind of see darkness as something that's kind of cold and unknown and it's kind of isolating and stuff like that, whereas like bringing light is a very like biblical thing of like let there be light, like God bringing light to the world, right? So I feel like him making the sky and kind of making this like this sunlight in a world that doesn't have any is him just playing at being God like he likes to do. Eisen's just a fan of the Truman Show. I mean, the Truman Show is messed up too. Great movie, but messed up. Yeah, Senna, that it's like it's him playing God to the hollows. I think it's also like you're saying of like they don't actually want light and some of them are even like against there being light. It's kind of like him like separating. I don't know. Like if we're continuing with kind of like the religious imagery of like his angels, because we had like the Forest of Menos, right, which was like underground caverns where like all of these hollows were living. There's a kind of like when we think of something that is like under the living world or whatever, in biblical terms, that's usually hell, right? So if you think of like normal hollows that haven't been affected, that's kind of like hell is where they are. And then you have like just sort of like the desert land, which is kind of like a purgatory. It's the Arrancar that weren't good enough get thrown out there. And then you have like Las Noches, which is like where the light is, where there's sky and everything's white and that kind of a thing, which is very like heaven. So you kind of have like the angels, you have the souls that are stuck in between, and then you have the demons. So it feels a lot like he's trying to kind of build that kind of biblical imagery in his own image. It's just his surveillance system. I mean, I guess it's also like a surveillance system too. I mean, God does kind of have it in, in biblical texts. God's is kind of like his domain is, where the light is. And then hell is like the devil's domain, which is like a separate thing. Like God does, I mean, I guess God is like in charge of everything, so I'm sure he has some control over hell in some way, but like he's kind of handed over control of that. So I feel like, like the Force of Menos and all those tunnels and caverns and things that are underground, he doesn't bother with it. Like he's kind of handed off control of that to just be like, let it run wild, as opposed to, Las Noches, which he very much wants to keep a tight control over. Well, yeah, okay. VR games. If there's like an actual hell, then like sure, but I'm assuming like in Bleach there could be an actual hell and there could be an actual heaven and an actual purgatory. I'm just saying like in this context, like Aizen is trying to create his own. So he's like trying to he's creating his own world, his own heaven, his own hell, his own kind of like purgatory in between zone. So like even if there is an actual hell, this is Aizen trying to make his own and like become his own god. What about Let Yagami? You mean the sun is observing us, Javi? Who knows? Hell was already introduced? Was it? I thought we only saw like Hueco Mundo before, whenever we saw hollows going to certain places. Or I just assumed maybe it was a hell and I just assumed that it was the same place. AB, wish I'd look at the manga. I mean I've seen some of the panels because they've been shared with me. I do plan on going and reading the manga. I don't know when. I'm assuming like probably once I'm done the main arc that we'll go back and we'll read the manga. I have to kind of figure out where to get it. I know that you guys sent me a bunch like sites and stuff where I can read it. Um so I'm kind of just waiting until I'm done the main watching the main story in the anime, and then we're going to have to wait week to week for the new episodes to come out. So I'll probably end up getting into the manga as just like a way of, going back through the story and kind of seeing the differences between them. And also, I am also an artist and I know about how to make comic books and stuff. So I always like going from kind of like that angle and kind of seeing it. It's a different form of storytelling, so it works differently. Even if the basic story is the same, the method, the medium is different. So I would like to go and read the manga eventually. Right, right, right. The serial killer. Um from the first story with Sado. I wasn't sure if that was like actually hell or if that was just um Mundo of like I feel like in my brain I like put those together because it's been a while since I saw episode like 4, 5, whatever. Um like it's been a minute since that's what I watched it. I'm sure if I rewatched it, I would catch on to that. But I think in my brain I was like, "Oh, that's where he was." It was just like the hollow world, but it probably was hell, wasn't it? I still stand that by my observation that Aizen is trying to like make his own world though. Even if it's just like an imitation of hell. I don't think it really is either. I feel like that's probably like the weakest point because like it doesn't quite fit into the imagery, but I feel like that is because Aizen isn't interested in like building that. Like it's not like an important thing and it's not like in like the biblical stories of like having the devil who like really was the one who kind of made the devil and like Lilith and stuff that like made hell into what it is. Do I want colored manga? People seem to want me to read the colored manga. I don't really care either way. I'm kind of used to the black and white because I usually when I read manga it's in print as opposed to digital, so they're usually not colored if it's like in a physical print copy because it's cheaper to do it in black and white. Um, doesn't matter to me. If you guys want me to talk about color and stuff, then sure. So people seem to be on the side that they want me to do color. I'll probably like I'll put like a poll up when I actually am gonna decide on like when I'm actually about to read it. I'll put a poll up either probably on Discord and then you guys can just like vote. And if people want color, then I'll do color. If you want black and white, I'll do black and white. Doesn't matter to me. Uh Stuff about manga, new stuff coming out. I'm right about a lot of my Eisen theories. I mean, y'all know. You guys are always talking about how I'm one of the real villains. I'm excited if there is like actual other like religious imagery. Like if you guys are like there's an actual hell and we're gonna get to see it. Um I always find stories that pull from religious texts interesting because religious texts tend to be the oldest stories. They tend to be like very like fundamental stories about like human nature, like fears, desires, they're all about like what is right, what is wrong, what it means to be a human as opposed to something other. They're always really interesting stories. So I'm excited for the possibility that it's like something that Bleach will continue to explore. Some of my favorite anime actually deals with stuff like that. So Aizen's daughter. Gosh, that's gonna be a continuous thing, isn't it? Of just like me continuing to be seen as Aizen's daughter. Uh, okay. Wait, how long? Whew, I've been live for a while. I have to go make lunch, guys. Get some food. I got some work to finish up. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that the last couple of lives have been good, right? I didn't see it disconnect at all this time. Usually it disconnects at least once. But uh not this time. So, yay. I think I'll do a reaction to the next ones um Monday. That'll be the next time that I do it. Make a banner of me where Eyes and I are just like drinking tea together. Yeah. So I was catching up a comment. So I'll see you guys soon. Next video, you can come and hang out in Discord if you haven't joined already. We talk about lots of crazy stuff over there. Um, and I'm gonna be talking about another movie watch day because uh it's about time that we watched another film together. I'm not sure which one it's gonna be, so I'll put up a poll over there on Discord for you guys to vote on what film we're gonna watch together. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I have to go and make food and then film some other stuff and also just do work as like a person who has a job. So, bye everybody. Bye guys. See you soon.